Good afternoon and welcome back to Questioning Sense with me, Matt. Hope you guys are well. Hope you're getting through it. I've been at work today. All is fine in my world. So I thought I'd make a quick video before I do the school run. Now, one of my subscribers, or one of our subscribers in particular, is quite obsessed with my jumper arrangement. So I've decided to wear a different one today, a nice plain one. So I do own more than one jumper. Don't worry, the Santa Cruz one will be back for the next video. There you go. Anyway, I did say I would do a video on my blind buy failures. So here it is. 3 perfumes today. Obviously, I'm not going to bash the perfumes. It's not what I'm about. For whatever reason, these perfumes that I've bought have not worked for me. So thankfully, I haven't wasted too much money. But I am a trier and I never give up. So I will persevere with these perfumes a little longer before I consign them to the dreaded back of the cupboard. Anyway, all right, so without any much more, well, there's not a lot more to say, is there really? So we've got 3 perfumes to look at, and we will start with this one, which is my perfume, and this is called Oud Al Lail. So we'll have a little look at some of the notes, and then I'll talk about it, and then I'll give you my opinion on it, and obviously we'll see why it doesn't work for me. Okay, Oud Al Lail, lovely presentation, a nice wooden cap. It's a nice bottle. It comes from a company called My Perfumes. This is the only one of theirs that I've actually tried, and this really hit the hype train fairly recently. Lots of reviewers that I have a lot of faith with have really raved about it. My friend Jamie even messaged me saying, "Oh, have you got a bottle yet?" And as he had sent that message, this was in the air on its way to me, and he loved it. So I know that I'm very much in the minority when it comes to this perfume not working for me. So when it arrived, I was quite excited. I loved the presentation. Yeah, I'll spray it on a strip because I don't particularly want to put it on skin again. And I'll tell you for why. The problem with this perfume for me, if you look at the notes, you have caramel, you have citrus, you have spicy notes, you have floral notes, you have amber, you have black musk, and you have sweet oud. Now, from the back, I don't get any oud in this at all. I'm not saying that there is or there isn't oud in it. I don't really pick up on it. It's just, I'll tell you what it is. There's a store near me in a market that sort of specialises in Arabian perfumery. Now, I go in there quite a bit. Well, I used to before lockdown because the chap also sells some oud oils and stuff like that. It's in Tooting. It's a great little place. If you're ever in Tooting, go into the market and there's a little shop in there that sells lots of Arabian oud and Arabian sort of fragrances and stuff like that. And I've bought quite a few from him over the years, but he also carries a lot that I'm not interested in. And the problem I've got with this one is it smells an awful lot like the ones that I'm not interested. What happens here is you have the citrus and you have these spicy notes, and there's a sweetness from the caramel that sits with it, all under a massive load of florals which kind of support the thing. There is obviously a lot of musk in this, and then that warm amber base to it. Now, the problem I have with this perfume is because everyone got so carried away with it, I was expecting something quite revolutionary or quite exciting. This is, and no disrespect to the perfume house either. What they've done is they've created a perfume that smells an awful lot like a lot of Middle Eastern perfumes. They've made a perfume that's incredibly similar to a lot of perfumes that are already out there. Apparently, it's a clone of one of the Tom Fords. I've never smelt a Tom Ford that smells like this, so obviously it's not one that I've come across. But this just, I don't know, it just does not work for me at all. It's, do you know what I mean? It's just, I was quite disappointed. Not just with the way the perfume smells on me. It just does not smell nice at all. And that's a real shame because the perfume has excellent performance. It's incredibly loud, it's very pungent, it lasts a long time, it's pokey, it punches out, it's got good sillage, it's got everything I would like in a perfume. And the other, add to that, it's incredibly cheap. You can get this if you look around for around the £10 mark for that, which is an excellent value. I strongly recommend you try it, because if you do blind buy it like I've had and it's not worked for you, you've lost £10. It's not even 2 pints in a pub, or down here anyway. But yeah, it just does not work on my skin at all, and I was really, really disappointed because I have very, very high hopes for it. So that was my first blind buy, and that's my perfumes, Oud Al Lail. Just does not work for me. Well, as I say, I am a trier. I'm not going to give up on it, so I'll persevere a bit longer. But if it doesn't work, it's certainly going to be back of the cupboard. Next up, we have this one, which is New West by Aramis. Now, I have Tobacco Reserve from Aramis, which I absolutely love, and Havana, which I think is absolutely outstanding. It's one of my favourite value perfumes I've ever bought. I love Havana, and Rich loves it too. I sent him a bottle and he absolutely adores it. I also have original Aramis and I love that. So I thought I can't go wrong with this one. So I bought it. I looked at the notes and there's loads going on. We've got C notes, you've got mint, you've got aldehydes, you've got caraway, pine tree, juniper berries, you've got watermelon, geranium, coriander, jasmine. On the base you have leather, you have oak moss, you have sandalwood, you have patchouli. What could possibly go wrong? So when it arrived, I was very excited and I knew I would like it. I knew I would like it. I just knew I would like it. So it arrived in the morning. I think I got it through Amazon, and the Amazon guy dropped it off very early, sort of about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and it was a day I was off. So I just ripped it open, took it out of the packaging, and I was about to go for a walk with my wife and my son. So I sprayed it liberally everywhere, and I thought, oh, that's quite nice. I quite like the fruity elements. And at this stage, all was well in the world. It started reminding me a little bit of this one, which is a perfume I love, and this is Bond No. 9 Centerpiece for Him. This is famous for having a massive hit of pineapple, a beautiful realistic pineapple, which it has, but it also pairs it with juniper. Now, what this one does is this has the same kind of thing, although the fruit is much more it's much more muted, and it's a watermelon, not a pineapple, but it pairs the fruit with the juniper. Now, this does not work on me at all. It smells horrible, and my family were very quick to tell me, you smell horrible. And I thought, do you know what, you're right. And what it is, it's the juniper and the fruit in this just does not work on me, but it does on this. And that's because the juniper on this is really it takes a back seat to the big blast of the fruit. The pineapple punches out and makes the juniper support it, and it works extremely well. And it's a beautiful pineapple note on this one. Whereas this one, the juniper's much stronger than the fruit. The melon's a lot more subtle than the pineapple in the Bond. And it just does not work. It becomes a real kind of herbal cacophony that just falls apart on me. It smells a bit grim. So, I mean, again, I was gutted because it lasted. I mean, we went out for a nice long walk, we came back, we had dinner and stuff like that. And then it was like, no, I've got to jump in the shower. So 3-4 hours in, that was still belting out on me. So I'm hoping, maybe, in warmer, it was a cold day we went out, so I'm hoping maybe on a sunny day, when things are a bit warmer, this might work, it might work on me. So I am a trier, and I don't want to consign this to the back of the cupboard because I still, use all my other Aramis fragrances and love them. So I'm hoping that this one will somehow click on my skin, and maybe after, it's had some air in it. I mean, I've only worn it once, but I don't even want to spray it. I'll tell you what, I'll spray it on a strip. I don't want to. I really have got very bad memories of wearing this. It honestly, it did not smell good on me at all. So let's try it again. Yeah, it's got that sort of dated cologne vibe, which you would expect because it's an Aramis. These aren't modern perfumes, so I'm kind of happy with that. But already it's starting to go down that herbal kind of weird, soft, fruity. The C notes I don't really get either. It's just this. The mint's coming through, but again, the mint's not sharp. It's kind of more like an uplifting back note. And then it starts. You can pick up on the juniper berries. And I don't know whether it's the juniper berries and the floral notes that mix together with this melony note that doesn't work for me. It just, maybe there's too much coriander. I'm not entirely sure, but I really don't like this smell at all at the moment. So that was a complete failure, and I don't honestly know if I'm going to be able to try that one again. It's like if you get really, really drunk on a certain type of booze, you can never go near it again. I remember it took me years to learn to like whiskey again after getting hammered on it as a kid. And, the smell of it turned my stomach. And, well, this doesn't turn my stomach. I don't think I've ever come across a perfume that turns my stomach. But hopefully my vomiting, if it happens, isn't going to disturb anyone. And hopefully the smell from this. I don't think it's going to be as bad as everybody makes it out to be. So let's have a go. No. Oh, it's rancid. Oh, mate, that's awful. Oh, that's horrible. It really does not work on me. But, it might work for you, so who knows? And I'm not going to say it's a bad perfume because the performance was excellent. It's just a clash of fragrance to me. It just did not work. So now, probably the most catastrophic one. So brace yourselves. Okay, My third and final blind buy failure of late, there have been others, but these are the three we're looking at, is this. Beautiful box, look at that. Nice and hard. Then we open it up. There she is, look at that. And this is by Rasasi. And it's called Dan Al Oud Al Nokba, and it comes in a little 40ml bottle. It actually came with a pre-sprayed test strip saying if you smell the test strip first before you open the perfume. I thought, I don't need to do that. I've read a lot about this, okay? This is quite a notorious fragrance. A lot of people have talked about it, and if you research it on Fragrantica or anything like that, there's a lot of people don't like this purely because of the oud, and it's a very realistic Hindi oud. Now, Hindi oud is obviously known, or Indian oud is known as the Barney one, the real pungent, the animalic, the horse shit. That's what this is all about, and I quite like that. So I've got no issues with that at all. I was not expecting the oud to be challenging because I like oud and I like Hindi oud too. The oud is excellent in this, and it really, really does smell like a Hindi oud. It's very, very potent. It's an incredibly strong perfume. It fills a room. So I knew before it arrived that this was going to be one that I can't wear with my family, or I can't wear, there's going to be very little opportunity for me to wear this one because it's a very realistic and very loud, very pungent Hindi oud. So I knew that, and it wasn't the oud that was the problem. If we look at the notes, you have at the top, you have oud, you have spicy notes, and then in the middle you have something called big strawberry with spun sugar, and then you have woody notes, and then on the base you have oud and musk. So there's an awful lot of oud in this. We knew there was going to be an awful lot of oud in this, and it lives up to it. There is an awful lot of a Hindi oud in this. So it's, when you hear the terms barnyard, when you hear the blue cheese, when you hear fecal, you hear sort of animalic, all of that is here in spades. There's a lot of it. But what I wasn't expecting is, obviously the bottle's quality is shocking. But what I wasn't expecting is the big strawberry, and that's the massive problem for me. I can't get on with it. It smells like either a overly sweet strawberry milkshake. It's not a natural smelling strawberry at all. Or it smells like a vape juice, a strawberry vape juice or something like that. And it is ultra, ultra sweet, like stupidly sweet. And then what you have is the realistic, and it is quite cow shitty oud, with this super, super ultra sweet synthetic strawberry running through it, and that just kills it for me. If they didn't have the strawberry note in it, it would be immense, because it's got everything I want. It's a big hitting perfume. It's a room filler. It's potent. It's beautifully oud. The Hindi oud is incredibly realistic and just on point. And I love a dark, deep oud. But it's been marred by this synthetic strawberry that just, yeah, I mean, it's quite off, it's quite a destructive note in this perfume for me, because it's like, the more you smell it actually, the more the strawberry, it's like, I don't know if you used to get them, I think they were called yazoo or something like that, these strawberry milks. It's almost like the strawberry milk's been spilt and gone sour, and then it's blended with oud and woods. But it's not even like yazoo milk, it's even sweeter than that. And it just smells so synthetic. I mean, obviously it's not, I mean, I think it wasn't cheap. I think it's about £30 for a 40ml bottle. So it's not a cheapie at all. But it's it's making me gag a little bit there.
I don't feel, holy,
It's such a shame, because the oud that they've used is on point. It smells very, very realistic. It smells like you've swiped a really good Hindi oud. But this...
Oh God, why didn't anybody tell me?
This strawberry is grim. So there you go. I'm going to chuck all these. I don't even think that I'm ever going to be able to wear this, to be honest with you. What I'm going to do is, this is certainly going back of the cupboard, and that'll go back of the cupboard straight away. And then next winter, I think I'll try it again next winter and see if it's any good. And if not, then I don't know what I'll do with it. I might send it up to Rich and see how he gets on with it.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
But honestly, the strawberry is absolutely just, it's way too sweet, too synthetic for me to even contemplate wearing this perfume. So there you have it. Now, that's my 3 blind buy failure video. I've also got some exciting news in terms of what we're going to be doing going forward. Obviously, normal reviews will resume. Back to work, everything's back to normal, so I should be making at least sort of 3 videos a week. But what I'm actually going to do is try and spend at least one video a week highlighting a new house that I've discovered. And I've already got a couple of new houses, 2 London-based houses that I'd like to celebrate with you guys. So we're going to sort of introduce you to a couple of, try and introduce you to some new houses that we don't hear spoken about very much, and a little bit about their perfumes and things like that. So you've got all that to look forward to, you lucky people. Meanwhile, I'm going to go and make sure there's plenty of space in the back of my cupboard before I go and pick my son up from school. Anyway, listen guys, thank you very much for your time. It's always appreciated. Hope you're having a great day, and we shall see you on the next video. Cheers, thanks, and bye.